because you know what? I have a fellow Newfie on the line with me. I've been starting Bee Haven. I've had people from all over the world. And you know what, John? You're the first Newfie I've had on. So it's dear to my heart and I love it. But yeah, so this is Mr. John Campbell all the way from the West Coast in Deer Lake. You're going to have to pull out your map and have a look where Deer Lake is. So do you want to just introduce yourself there, John?
Sure, yeah. My name is John Campbell. I am a beekeeper, and I do fly drones as a pilot in my spare time as well. I work in a junior high school as a bus operator and a caretaker, so I get to work with a great bunch of kids from ages 11 to 15.
So you forgot one of your roles at the school, buddy.
What's that now?
The Bee Man.
Yeah. So yeah, the kids are really interested in the bees. So what I've done is myself and another teacher. She is interested in bees as well. So we've created a bee club.
Oh, that's
Have
wonderful.
about 15 kids that are interested in this. So we have our own
Love
beehive.
it. Wicked.
And what they do is they come to my place in the springtime before the end of the school year up until the end of June. And we make visits to the hive and we inspect the hive and talk
That's
about what we
awesome.
saw.
That's good.
Kids love it.
So did you get suits after? I know we talked about that a little bit. They're supposed to do
Yeah,
some fundraising.
we do some grant applications and through a Whole Kids Foundation that supports beekeeping in schools and that. And what we done is we got some hives and we got some suits for everybody. And
You're
we had
awesome,
about
John.
9 suits right now. So yeah, we're doing really, really well. And
Oh, guys,
guys
just
love
listen to this guy. Like this needs to
it.
be bald and screamed, and that's why I wanted John to come on because he's doing such good things, not only for bees but community. He's known as the Bee Man. So I'll just get back to your apiary. So where's your apiary to?
So no, my apiary is in our town of Deer Lake and it's right in my backyard. So I'm a
Perfect.
backyard beekeeper.
So how many hives do you have?
I originally started out with two, and that was my first year. And I had semi-success the first year. Overwintering was successful, and then the following year, my second year, it was a crash course in beekeeping. And I must say, I lost both my hives.
I'm
I
so
never had much of I never had no support locally, and so I became a self-sufficient beekeeper, and I learned on my own.
we
And I
learn
went and
fast, don't we?
you have to, yeah. The
Yeah.
bees need us, and if you don't have the support, the bees suffer.
Okay. So you know what? Today I looked at my memories, and yeah, last year you put out a post that you were selling nukes. So that's pretty darn cool. And then we're meeting today, right? So you sold nukes last year, John, right? You did quite
Yeah, yeah,
well.
I did. I did. I didn't sell a lot. I mean, I had a few extra that I wanted to manage because the bees double themselves really
Yeah,
fast. So, I want to keep it manageable. Anything more than 10, I find
yeah,
it's a handful. I mean, you got to get in those hives at least once a week.
absolutely.
I mean
You know
they.
what? I heard so much, and I'm not saying this because I got you here, but I'll say it to you anyway, anytime. But I've heard such good things about you because I believe I sent two people your way, and they still rave about you, how great you are, how much you're easy to contact, and just, how you instruct them how to take care of their bees.
Yeah,
Um,
we all got to have support. I mean, it's very
exactly.
important.
Yeah. So, and I think we talked a little bit about this before we got on, and we were talking about supports, and I was saying how I talk to so many different people on here, and then when I travel, I talk to different people, and everyone talks about their club and their mentors. And sadly, I don't know about you, John, but for me, I didn't have that. Like you mentioned just then, I had to learn on my own. Videos, anything I could read. That was the way that I learned the first, I think, year or two.
Right.
And I think in Newfoundland, we're missing that. It's a big missing part.
Yeah, there's not a lot of you know, there are a few opportunities that avail of courses and that, and but as for mentorship, unless you are know someone personally that has bees, I think it would be hard to find a mentor.
Yeah, I agree. A good mentor.
Yeah. Joining our Facebook group, Bee Haven, has helped a lot.
You're sweet.
Connected with a lot of beekeepers all over the world.
Do you know what? People love your videos. Love them.
Yeah, I had a lot of
The
comments, I must say.
the bee you had, it was on a log and it was getting propolis. That got
Yeah.
so many views.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, wicked
Yeah. They're busy little creatures.
for sure.
Mm.
So, just talking about beekeeping, so like you run double deeps, do you run a deep and a medium? What's your setup?
I have a little bit of everything. I started it with 8 frame,
Okay.
2 8 frames. They were deep and medium. And then the following year, I got a few 5 frame nukes. I got a few 10 frames. And then when we formed our beekeeping club, we ended up getting a top bar hive.
They're beautiful. I
Yeah.
saw that, right?
Yeah, it's an orange
That's
one. And,
beautiful.
the students painted it.
Yeah.
And we had the Halapu Mi'kmaq Nation ladies come
Awesome.
in, and we had a smudging ceremony.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and we done our hive, and we up filled it full of bees, and we're up and running.
Awesome. So in regards to equipment, I had people on this morning, and I guess I know it's where you live, and I know it's a kind of the temperament of the bees, but like these people that I spoke to this morning, they didn't wear anything. Now they have buckfast bees, which are very gentle bees. They're in the
Mhm.
middle of like 30-degree weather. Their bees
Yeah.
aren't spicy because they're cold. So do you wear like gloves, a suit, a smoker? What do you use in your
I
daily?
have all the safety gear, the full suit. It's full veil and full suit, and wear gloves.
Show you something, buddy. You hold on. Just look at this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hey.
All right. Where'd
You
that
got
one come from? Is that up in Kentucky?
yes, yes. I brought it back, Louisville. But yeah, like you, I wear all the gear. Yeah, you know what? I can get a sting, but why? If you don't have to. That's how I feel about it. So you use a smoker? Is that part of your
I
hive
do, yeah.
checks? Yeah,
Yep, I got a smoker and I use pine shavings from around the garden, pine needles that I collect around the
good for
garden.
you. Yeah. We don't have pine needles on the East Coast, buddy.
No pine. No.
No, because they're really good with your starting your smoker. They're fabulous.
Yes, I got 'em- I got pine trees all over my backyard. So every
Lovely.
year I got my own set of pine needles ready to go.
Wicked. Just look at this baby,
Oh, nice.
right? The guy was making them, like he did the foraging all himself, and it's made so you can keep it in your hand. Because I don't know about you,
Yep.
I always leave my hive tool. Do you? Always.
Actually, I got a magnet now, and I got a
You're doing
magnet put
pretty
in my
good?
pocket. Yeah, I put a
Love it.
magnet in my pocket and just tag it on my side of
Proper
my
thing.
clothes. Yeah,
That's good. But
that's the hard part about being here.
it is, isn't it?
Our shipping and access to equipment.
Yeah.
And if you do get it, it costs a lot of money to get it here. So
Yeah.
people
Um,
thinking that beekeeping is cheap, it's not, it's costly.
The hive checks is such a very touchy topic. People have different views. Some people kind of like toot at me when I tell them I check my hive once a week. Every Saturday is my bee day, so I'm up
Yeah.
in the apiary every Saturday. But some people
Mhm.
say, you know what, you're checking them too much. You need to leave them alone. What are your thoughts? How often do you do it?
Well, we all know how fast a queen cell can get made.
Yeah,
So if you wait more than your 7 days, you're pushing swarm,
exactly.
especially in the first May, June month around here.
Yeah. When I travel everywhere I go, people are very curious and almost jealous in a nice kind of way that we don't have Varroa. That's a big point. Every time I go anywhere, they're like, and some people challenge me and they say, that's not true. You've got to have Varroa. And I'm like, no, we don't have Varroa. So we know. Um, Even though we don't have it here, do you do any checks or do you keep an eyeball out just in case? Or what are your thoughts on that? Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I invested in a shaker,
Yeah.
so I will do a sample of bees. I won't do it for every hive I have, but I will pick a couple
Yeah.
at random every year. Not the same one every year, but a different one every year.
Yeah.
And I will do a random sample just,
Yeah.
just for peace of mind.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that information as well
Yeah.
and the knowledge to know how to do it
Yeah.
because nothing lasts forever.
You mentioned that you look at the site a little bit, you look at Bee Haven. I'm like a mad dog, always putting out any information, education I can get my hands on. When I was in Louisville, the big thing was trophy. So how about out in Deer Lake? Has that been talked about where you are?
I haven't heard no discussions on trophy yet.
That's sad,
Um,
isn't it? Yeah.
it is. I mean, the community is, I don't know if we're turning a blind eye to what's out there because we're on the island.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tell me what you make out of the products that you get with your bees. What do you do with
so,
it?
yeah, no, what I like making some products out of beeswax. I make candles. We
Wicked.
make, we make some lip balms. We also make tea light candles. We
Awesome.
make board butters, like the for your cutting boards.
I
Those
saw the lip balms that you had, and it was like more flavors this year.
Yeah, we got some buttercream. We got some cotton candy, strawberry daiquiri, and
Wow.
peppermint. An all-time winner is peppermint, I think.
So that must go pretty quick.
It does, yeah. It's long-lasting. One stick will last you a month, I think, or more.
How do you know how to make all this, John? How do you know? I don't know how to do any of that.
No, I had to learn it all, research and experiment,
Wow.
failure.
You're
Try
such a
different
talented
things,
guy. You're so
different
talented.
recipes. Mhm.
So, is that you and Desiree, or just do you do that? Does she help out at all, or is that your project?
That's really, she does help me. Yeah, she enjoys the inside the house part more than the bee action, we'll say.
Okay.
Now, she has joined me with the swarms. She's very fascinated with the swarms. We've had a couple at our house last summer.
You are the swarm king. You're not
Yeah,
just a little.
yeah,
Like,
we caught six. We caught six there one summer. That was a
so
pretty good summer.
I don't know if you want to tell your secret, but what do you put in the swarm trap? Or do you just put up the box?
No, what I do, I use a little bit of lemongrass,
Yeah.
the scent, but I find that the secret would be old brood comb.
Yeah.
Old, stinky, smelly brood comb. But the bees love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
2 weeks before the swarm comes, you'll see action around your swarm trap. And one day around lunchtime, between around 11:30 in the morning, they came, and man, oh man, it was such a wonderful sight to experience.
Do you know what? I've never experienced that. I've never had it.
Wow.
And knock on wood, I've never had my bee swarm, but I've never ever, like I've caught a lot like swarms, people calling me, but I've never experienced the bees coming. Do you know what I mean?
I think I've went through everything you can imagine with beekeeping right now. I went through swarms. I've had a hive swarm on me. I've retrieved swarms in the yard. I've I produced my own queens. That's something I
That's
tried last year.
awesome.
Yeah, that
Very
was new.
cool.
I wanted to try that, so I got all the equipment. Well, I got the grafting tool, and I got an incubator, a chicken incubator, and I modified that to accept my cells. So now I can stand them up in there because when I done my split in the spring, I used that queenless hive then as my starter hive,
Yeah.
and I would put all the grafted eggs in that one, and the bees would just they had that
Yeah.
covered in they kept them in a four,
Crazy,
five,
isn't
six
it?
days.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I really am. Like that grafting, that's not easy.
it was experimental, but I had
Yeah, it's
seven out
success.
of ten take, I think, or 8 out of 10 they took, and
Awesome.
yeah, it was great.
Awesome, right? To be
But
able
it
to
was
do
a great
that,
learning experience, I must say.
I think we
So
need to
that's
get better at doing this, that, and not be so dependent on others.
the goal is this year, this summer, I'm going to start producing more queens
Yeah.
and get better at that part of the husbandry side of the beekeeping. And yeah,
Yeah. I
our
think that's
seasons are
great.
short though.
I
Our
know.
season's so short, so you only get really one
Yeah.
crack at it, maybe two, before it's
Well,
too late in the
I
year.
think you're way better where you are with your weather.
Our weather is really favorable. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just so people don't know, we're probably what, 6 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tell you, what a difference that makes in weather. So you guys have way warmer summers than we do. So Dan, is he a beekeeping buddy of yours now? Does he keep bees
Yeah.
still?
Dan is the guy I met through beekeeping industry, and we've become good friends since.
He's
And
like
we
a
help.
wicked maker. He makes some stuff.
Yeah, Dan is a master carpenter, and he can make anything. You ask him, and he's going to make it. You just tell him what you want, and
Wow.
he'll build it. And if you want to learn,
It's a great
he
guy,
shows
hey?
you the tricks of the trade. So he's a really
So,
great friend.
does he make any of your stuff?
Dan does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Anything
cool.
he made some shims for me, made a few boxes, and
Good.
yeah, he's just a real handy guy.
You know how lucky that he is to be able to do that, because especially like we talked about here, there's not even like people don't understand when I say there's really not a beekeeping store in Newfoundland. Like when we
Nope.
talk about Man Lake or dancing bees or like we don't have it. It's just sad.
No, we have people that store it and stock it, I suppose, that you could order from, but there's no major companies here that we could just go to.
No,
No, I just had to order some Hive Alive, and a box of that stuff was 140 and $50 for
I was just gonna say.
shipping. So it was a $200 box for 15 patties,
Isn't that crazy?
right? And I'll
I
go through
know.
that in one sitting, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Oh no.
being not cheap.
Yeah, oh, definitely. What about feeding? You feed your bees Hive Alive, the patties. Did you make your own sugar patties?
No, I haven't made any sugar patties myself. I've tried the dry method on
Yeah.
one hive, and I didn't like that.
I don't like it either.
No, I wasn't fussed. I was messy, and I didn't find the bees took to it too well.
The Hive Alive they love, hey?
They love the hive alive, and I use that rocket fuel in my patties in the spring, and they just
I'm taking the drone course through Penn State University, and I never realized how important nutrition is for a hive, for all of them. Like pollen, like they did studies, and the bees that got like pollen patties and supplements, like the drones were much more stronger. They were more fertile, all that kind of stuff. It's amazing how it is all linked. But pollen patties, are you going to put those on now when the weather gets a bit better?
I am I got all the ingredients here now, and just gotta wait for the right time.
You're
Weather's gotta
so
warm.
cool. You make all that stuff yourself.
Yeah, and we do it at the bee club as well. We had the kids go into the home ec room, and we brought in the ingredients, and we made up a batch of patties in the it was late May. Yeah,
That's cool. They love that, right? Yeah.
we did
Yeah. B man. Do you get many questions at school?
all the time.
I bet,
We
right?
have, we have a contest every year. Name the queen bee.
Okay.
The kids will write their names down, suggestions, and then we'll have a draw, and that's the name of our queen. So this year it's Beyonce.
Okay, cool. So you're like, I always say, like, you are my B person on the West Coast. You're it. And I think
Mm,
you really are after developing into something quite special in
thank you very
short time.
much.
Like
Thank
you are the man. I would send people to you, not a problem. You know your shit. You know your stuff.
you. Yeah, thank you.
So how did you insulate your hives this year? What did you do?
So I do. I got the bee cozies on a bunch,
Yeah,
and my 5 frame nukes. I have the 2 inch insulation. I got them condensing.
good, good, yeah, for
So I've got
sure.
2 inch foam on the sides, and I use a deep 5 frame, and I got that filled up with 2 inch, probably
Yeah,
3 layers of 2 inches. So 6 inches on top and
that's
two
great,
inches
isn't
on
it?
the side.
I find that really good. The top pillow makes a big, big difference.
They're all different too, right? Even the strength of them,
You're true, yeah.
they vent differently.
Yeah.
Right. So if you got a really, I got 3 or 4 strong hives out there that'll you open the roof on them and they go, oh my God, they're just boiling out.
Yeah.
And I hate putting the patties. I'm
Yeah,
afraid I'm going to crush that queen. And if I,
yeah.
then,
So do
but
you have any spicy hives? Any nasty queens?
I went to Cornbrook last year, and there was a girl down there. She had a split, and there was a
Oh,
dark, and that's the one that is bubbling like
oh,
crazy
okay.
over there. The crazy queen,
Yeah,
and a little bit defensive, but just a super queen.
yeah, exactly.
I'm definitely going to be
Yeah,
using
exactly.
her eggs this
Yeah.
year and trying to continue on that line.
So how much honey did you leave on the hive going into the winter?
Oh my gosh. Each hive, well, I ran a couple different setups going into winter. Most were a deep and a medium brood box with a, a box of honey on top, but
Yeah.
they were all about 100 pounds of at
That's it.
least
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few there I'm a bit concerned with, you
Yeah.
know, but
That's
so
like,
is beekeeping,
yeah.
right? I mean, they're not all equal, they're all different, and each one got their own strengths, and
Yeah.
some is venting more than others, some has got more poop on the front than others, and
Yeah. Have
like
you
that one
haven't
got,
seen any cleansing flights yet, have you?
yes, they were flying yesterday.
No way. I haven't seen any of that. That gets really
Yeah, man,
cold
I tell
here.
you, the bees are active.
Wow. That's
I went
good
out
to
yesterday, it
know.
was 0 and a -5, and they were flying. Yeah,
We have very strong bees.
my garden is full of bees. You walk around my garden, they're everywhere.
Is that
On
right?
top of the snow, the ones that didn't make it back, or the ones that
Okay.
were dying just flew away from the hive. But you walk in my garden, there's bees everywhere.
Wow, guys, I love yellow rain. I'll just go one more thing. So you put out a video of a moose walking in your apiary. Is that a common
Mm.
thing out your way?
My backyard is right on the green belt. The trees are right there. I take my skidoo and I can go right in the backyard and go anywhere in Newfoundland. But yeah, the woods is there. Bears, foxes,
Oh,
coyotes. I've
wow.
had them all in my backyard. Yeah,
Bears?
I've had bears in my driveway into the looking for the
Wow.
pumpkins, but uh, foxes and moose, lots of moose.
So do you have an electric fence?
I do. It hasn't been used or for anything, but I think it's more for peace of mind
I
because
agree.
I am close to the woods.
Yeah.
And the bear has been in the garden before, not for honey, but it only takes one time, and
Yeah. If it gets a
I don't
taste
want
of
it.
it.
Yeah, I've seen videos destroy their apiary, right?
Yeah. You're awesome. And I just hope you continue to grow and grow and grow and get bigger and get people. Because people need people like you, right?
Thank you very
Honest people, ready to help people, educate people. Um, yeah, so that's you. People need people like you.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So, bees, what has it brought to you? Has it brought happiness, sadness, anger? What can you say overall?
I think the bees have been a joy. Nothing but positivity. Great success with the bees. I met so many people,
Yeah.
introduced me to people I would never have ever met otherwise,
Yeah.
including yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Opens up, right? Your world, I find. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it does.
sure. And you can always have conversations with beekeepers about bees, and there's never nothing to talk about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So take it from me and John. We have the best bees in the whole wide world. Our bees are tough. John just said his bees were flying at 0 degrees. Wow. Do you want to say anything before we wrap it up, buddy?
No, it was just nice to see everybody. And if you ever get a chance, you're more than welcome to come to our island and take a cruise to our apiary with us.
Check out John. He's got the bees.
Thanks, guys.
John, you're awesome.